Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to open up this HP laptop. This is model 15-AF113CL. Okay, so the customer told me it's having a fan issue. He said if I turn it on, we'll see it right away. So let's go ahead and actually turn it on and see. Alright, we'll push the power button. Hopefully it's charged. Turning on. Maybe it's not even charged. Yeah, it's not turning on. Let me get the plug. I'll be back. All right, we'll plug this in. Power it up. We'll wait for it. Okay, and here you go. It says system fan error. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can repair the fan. If we can't, then we have to see about getting a replacement. So let's unplug this. Okay. All right, I don't know why there's this piece of tape here. Oh, I'm going to toss it. Hopefully they don't need it for anything. Okay, so here's the keyboard and touchpad, everything. Okay. All right, I believe we're going to be using a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver to remove the screws from the bottom. You want to keep the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. All right, and if you mix them up, you can cause damage. Anyways, first thing we're going to do is undo or remove the battery. So I guess push it towards the center, right? Okay, and there it goes. It comes out. The battery model number is on the back on a sticker, 807956-001. All right, or you can just search the laptop model number. All right, looks like the customer might have already removed stuff. I think usually there's like rubber feet here. But anyways, let's go ahead and undo the screws. Again, keep the screws in order. The way I do that is I put them flat side down like that on my desk in the pattern and remove them. All right, if this video helps you out, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their device as well. And if it helps you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. All right, if you can't help out that way, it would help a lot if you could watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on those as well, because that's what the algorithm likes to see. I also have another channel called It's Been Reviewed and More. Same profile picture, but zoomed in because it's a review channel, close look at stuff. All right, and yeah, I don't know if somebody took out the screws and moved things around, but this screw was shorter than the others and this one as well. Okay, again, I don't know because it looks like somebody probably already tried to take this apart. For all I know, the screws could have been all moved around. Okay, I like to try and keep the screws in the same spot where I found them. So if somebody did mix them around, then I mean they're just gonna end up in the wrong spot like they were how I received it. Okay. Okay, so get the last. Oh, that one's missing a screw there. Okay, once you remove this screw, you can actually pull the CD drive out. I'm gonna use my fingernail and just slide up and down as I kind of pull here, and usually that'll be enough to slot this thing out. Yep, there we go. If that doesn't come out, you can actually use a little pin. I use a small folded out paper clip to push in there, and then this will actually eject like the CD tray, and then I'll pull the CD tray as far as it will go and then grab the rails of the CD drive slot and use that to help pull it out. Okay, anyways, now that we got all of that out, let's see. Most likely the bottom cover will come out first. Okay, so the way I do that is I'll get my fingernails between the bottom cover and the palm rest assembly, and then I will push on the back with my thumb like this, and usually that will pop the clips. Okay, and then we'll work our way around this. You want to make sure to pull this little piece out that way as you kind of lift up. Okay, so like that, and you want to be gentle because you don't want to break this, although sometimes even if you're gentle it's gonna break, but be careful. All right, so we're gonna go up the side. Oh, there's a crack here. What the heck? All right, anyways, this case looks like it's already kind of cracked a bit. All right, we're gonna go ahead and wiggle and lift this up, and the back usually will pop out just like that. Okay, this looks like it was upgraded long time ago. There's a 2.5-inch SATA SSD in here. Okay, usually this will come with a 2.5-inch hard drive. Okay, so the fan is having issues spinning. Actually, is the problem there's this piece of paper in here? Is that the only issue? If that's the case, then the customer will be lucky because this will be a cheap fix. See this? That might be the issue. This piece I think was stuck in there. Yeah, the fan spins just fine now. And the thing is SPS-813939-001. So I wonder where this sticker came from. Maybe from the motherboard or something. All right, I guess I'll just tell you what's in here. Keyboard is held in with melted plastic, as it seems. Okay, it looks like it was changed at one point. Did I? I don't know if I did that. It has melted plastic in there that looks like it was done after factory, which looks like something I might have done, but I don't draw stuff on here. So maybe another company saw my videos on how I do this, or I don't know, or maybe they just do that themselves. CPU heatsink is soldered in place, or the CPU is soldered in place, but the heatsink, if you remove it, make sure you redo the thermal paste, okay? There's a little connector here, which goes up into here. Is that where the power button was? Yeah, I think that's for the power button there, right? Wireless card is here. One antenna, you would go from the tail and pull it up if you want to take it out. There's the DC jack charge port connector here, all right? It's underneath the hinge, so if you need to take it out, you do need to undo that. Okay, you got the CMOS BIOS RGC real-time clock battery here. It's a standard CR2032. You push it in that way, and then you can pull it up using that little hole. Speakers are connected here, and this cable goes from this speaker over to this one. Okay, again, there's a 2.5-inch SATA SSD, so you can upgrade to whatever you want as long as it's 2.5-inch SATA. All right. There's 3 other screws here. I don't know if there was one here or if that was just through the bottom cover, but if you're removing the hard drive or SSD, remove all those screws. You can lift this up slightly and pull it back. Make sure you don't accidentally pull this connector away with it. Then you can take the 4 screws off the brackets and transfer it over to a new SSD or hard drive, right? USB and SD, wait, am I saying that right? I think that's the SD card or whatever. Yeah. And then they got the lights here on this board. So if for some reason any of this isn't working, you can actually replace this whole board. Connects to the motherboard or logic board there. RAM is PC3L 12800S. This is a 4 gig stick. I don't know if it's been upgraded before. You can upgrade this to whatever. As long as it's PC3L 12800S, you should be okay. LCD LVDS connectors here. If you're going to mess with this after disconnecting the battery and the power cable, open the laptop, press and hold the power button for at least 15 seconds, then you can go ahead and disconnect this. Fan connectors there. Looks like 2 screws holding the fan down. I don't think we need to take that out for any reason, but I guess let's go ahead and do that. All right, I guess we'll see. This was easier than I thought. So we'll see. All right, we'll take this other screw out. All right, and okay, so the fan is easily removed. It looks like this vent, the, what do you call, heatsink, radiator, whatever things, it's relatively clean. So don't really need to do anything with that. You can kind of brush this off, but it's not really dirty. It just has very fine dust there, which seems like it's kind of stuck anyways. So anyways, we'll put these screws back in. Okay. Make sure you don't smush the cables here if you take the screw out and put it back in. Okay. And I'm going to leave the screw a little bit loose, and then I'm going to pull this towards the heatsink here, and then we'll tighten it all down. All right, interesting. All right, so the fan is really easy to replace. That's nice. Keyboard connectors here, if I didn't mention already. There's a flip latch on this side. All right, this is for the optical disc drive, CD drive. You can actually put a hard drive caddy in here if you want a second hard drive instead of having the CD drive. All right, got the 2 touchpad connectors here. This cable goes to the actual touchpad, and then this cable goes around and then plugs in over here. And that's pretty much it inside of this laptop. So let's go ahead and put this thing back together. The fan should be fine now. All right, glad it was something simple. We'll go ahead and go from the back first and work our way around. Make sure you click all of these in. All right, and we'll just get all the screws back in, and that should be it. Again, you can easily actually replace this fan. There was only 2 screws after you get this thing open to replace the fan. So fan is relatively easy to replace. I wasn't sure originally if I was going to have to reapply the thermal paste or anything, but luckily it was a simple fix, right? The fan spins very nice and smooth, doesn't have any issues, doesn't make any sounds, so it should be good. All right, now we'll just get all these screws back in, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Again, if it did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, again, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. All right. Again, if you can't help out that way, it would help a lot if you could watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on those as well, because again, that's what the algorithm likes to see. Again, I also have another channel called It's Been Reviewed and More. I'd be really grateful if you could subscribe to that one. That one needs to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's getting there. We're getting close to 700 now. But yeah, it's going slow. So if you can subscribe to that one, that'll really help me out. And yeah, let's just get the last few screws in. This one is missing one screw here. Let me see if I have one that's similar or matching, so that way at least all the screws will be held in. Okay, got a lot of these kinds of screws. This seems to be it's a little bit shorter, but it'll probably do because I don't know if I have one that's that long. Nope, that's also shorter. That's probably about the only one that's close in length. So we'll use that guy. Okay. It is a little shorter, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Okay, and the last screw here. And that should at least help keep this thing together a little bit better, although it's not like it was having any issues to begin with. Right, battery, just slot it in, slide it like that, and then make sure you lock this back over. And we'll power it up again and make sure it doesn't give the fan error, and we should be good to go. All right, plug this guy back in here. And we'll power this up. And it should just go straight into loading Windows. Okay, it's talking about the CMOS BIOS reset. That's because the battery, probably the CMOS battery, I don't know if it lost power or just the main battery was enough to cause that, but there you go, it's on. And let me see if I can hear the fan. And yeah, the fan is spinning. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right. Oh, it's doing some updates or something. Anyways, let's drop this. Bye.